Hello, my friends. We are so glad you are here. We are here to talk about all the new member benefits that you get now that you are a Shackley member. We're going to talk about what that means, and the goal is to do this in 30 minutes so you can multitask while you do this. Maybe you're doing some laundry, you're driving, but here's what we're going to cover in 30 minutes. We're going to tell you what makes Shackley different because there's a lot of different wellness companies out there, but they're not the same. We're also going to talk about your member benefits and ways to save money because I'm all about saving money and we're all about helping you do the same thing. So you automatically get 15% off. And we're going to tell you about some of our favorite products, not all of them because we'd be here forever, but we're going to highlight a natural medicine cabinet, kids' health, sports nutrition, skincare, our green cleaners, some of our favorites. Okay. And all the ways that you could get free products and if you listen to the end, you'll get to pick a gift. So make sure you listen to the end. My name is Alyssa, and I'm now going to hand it over to my friend Jen to talk about the Shackley difference.
Hi there. Thank you. So this products line of everything that we have here is so incredible. It's the first things I've ever been able to take in my life that do not make me sick or any side effects. So this is a mission-driven company to basically give you the support you need that you can't get from just your diet itself. So, but to also live in harmony with nature. So, as natural as possible, chemicals free, toxins free, things like that. All of the products are created to be like just from nature, as close to physically possible that we can take. They are absolutely a beyond organic based. A lot of people don't know what that means because they think if they're taking organic, it's perfect. Beyond organic is literally from seed, I say from seed to mouth. So from seed to soil to water to production, all of it in between, everything is monitored and tested so many times to make sure that those things, harmful toxins and chemicals, are not in there. So it is as close to eating from the ground as you can possibly get that gives you all the stuff that you cannot naturally make and you can't get just from food alone. This is company has the highest standards in the business. It is just out there that we have articles and things on it you can totally find. And it's 100% guaranteed. If you have something it doesn't agree with you, you don't think it's the way that you wanted it to be, empty bottle and all, you can send it back and Shackley will give you 100% of your money back. They don't even ask questions. They have that much confidence that you are going to love it and thrive from it and be a better you, that is their guarantee. Not many people use it. I've only seen it very rarely, but they have it there just in case because they know everybody is different.
Yes, and that brings such peace of mind. So know that you can try something, and if for whatever reason there's an allergy or whatever, you can get your money back. But you're right, people rarely take advantage of it because they feel so great when they use it. And so, something else that makes us unique is how we have so many clinical studies behind our products. In fact, any supplement company you look at, they are lucky to have one clinical study, and they usually talk all about their one clinical study. But if you look at that graphic back there, it says that there are more than 110 published clinical studies, including Shackley products, which is amazing. The one that I really want to tell you about, though, is one that took 20 years to create. So I don't even know about how many studies look at people over a span of 20 years. And actually, it was even 30 years. They did a test on people, first of all, that had been using Shackley products for 20 years or more. And they were using multiple products versus people using nothing at all, just eating healthy, and also people using supplements of a different brand. And what's so interesting between these two studies, the first study was looking at people after 20 years of use. The second study was 10 years later. So even seeing if the standards continued, and let me tell you, the standards were the same in both of them. Their 10-year follow-up study, they still saw that the people who were using Shackley products had lower medication usage. And it's really interesting. You can look at these percentages on age range because the average American takes at least two medications. Even in the 60 plus range, there was 83% lower medication use than the rest of the world, which is amazing. I'm also not a scientist, but let me tell you, anytime I talk to my friends in the medical field and they look at the healthy biomarkers of people that were using Shackley products next to people using nothing at all or other brands, looking at their numbers of their C-reactive protein being 36% less than the average person, higher vitamin D levels, and then lower levels of triglycerides and higher of HDL, like are always so impressed. But what I think is so cool is the people in the Shaklee group were just a little bit older than the people in the other groups and still had better health. So that is a huge testament to the power of using quality products that are pure with all that testing, but then also science that makes them absorb in the right place of your body at the right time. So we're going to be telling you more about some of our favorite products here, but I'll hand it back to Jen to talk about some of our member benefits and all the things you get 15% off on.
Yeah, so becoming a member is amazing. This company is so giving all the way around. And so once you become a member, from the very first time, you get 15% off everything lifetime. You don't have to order every single month or whatever, but there's ways for you to get higher and higher benefits. 15% off, you get free birthday gift. On all of your orders, you earn percents for loyalty points, which gives you points for free products. So if there's something you really want to try, but you're like, oh, I don't know, you keep those. And that's what I do. I save my points and I get them for really big things. And your orders are flexible. Like you can order 1 month. And if you're like, oh, I still have stuff I don't need to, you can go and you still get these benefits, but it's very rarely that people don't want to order every month as soon as they get signed up. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that when I tell you a little bit of my story. And free shipping on orders. There's ways to earn free shipping, which I want something for my money. I don't want to pay something to get something. So I always make sure I have free shipping no matter what the amounts are.
Right. And it's always 150 for free shipping. Every once in a while there's a free shipping no matter how big the order is. But yeah, people love to get it to that 150 amount because they get free shipping and don't have to pay. So but we'll tell you a little bit more about loyalty rewards. Basically, if you find that you're the kind of customer that's going to be ordering monthly because you're running out of things, as long as your order is marked off as a loyalty order, ask your ambassador to mark it off as a loyalty order. It means that it will automatically come that next month at about the same time. And as long as there's more than $100 of products in the cart and it's marked as a loyalty order, you will start earning 5% back in those first 1 to 3 months. And you see as it keeps going, once you get up, you've been doing that for 7 months in a row, you're going to start to get 15% back on all of your products, which is so amazing. And what's so great is it doesn't always have to be on the same day. You can flex it around in the month. It doesn't always have to be the same product. So it's really great. Talk to the person who your ambassador, they can explain it to you, but why not get free products if you can? And we want to help you do that. So yeah.
All right. So considering some of the things we have just told you, this is my before and after. This before and after was at my 1 year mark with Shaklee. I started with Shaklee with a hard no. And it was literally the moment that I was told, hey, you can get 100% of your money back if you don't like it, if it doesn't work, whatever, that I said yes. It was basically I'll do it. I'll get my money back. I told you so, and I'll move on, and I won't feel any guilt for, not supporting my person. So what happened was I ordered it, I started taking it, and I started to feel different. I was in just the very heart of a nervous breakdown, and that was really severe. Um, but I started feeling better. I started sleeping better. I had more energy. I wasn't holding down my couch all the time. I mean, I do really miss those Hallmark movies, but I'm very busy. So I started to do things. And as I started to do things and feel better, my gut health started feeling better, my mental health started feeling better. And all of a sudden, I'm running around and people are like, what are you taking? Did you have a lot of coffee today? And it wasn't any of those. I was just starting to feel better. I didn't know how bad I was until I wasn't. And then this weight just started dropping. I literally wasn't doing much eating different at all at this time, but weight just started dropping. It was melting very quickly.
Wow.
With these products. They are the first thing I've ever taken that didn't make me sick. They didn't make me nauseous. They actually did what they said they were going to do. And they didn't make me feel worse. And that's what's happened with everything I've ever taken. And a lot of people say, well, what did you start with? And on and on. And so I started with a product called Ready Set Wellness, is what you just saw, which is these vitalizer vitamins, which are like the holy grail. They are one that I will never ever not have.
Same.
Um, they give you more nutrients in a day than you can probably physically eat in a month. And this graphic shows you that. But what's even
Mhm.
better about these is they are specifically created to dissolve 100%. If you have any medical friends, ask them how much partial supplements they see when they're doing their work, but
Mhm.
100% in your body in the area they're meant for, not just
Mhm.
dissolving in your gut because of all the acid. And then maybe you'll get a little bit that's good for your joints. It's where it's supposed to be at the time it's supposed to be for all day energy and health and nutrition. But this food on here is more than I could eat in a whole month.
I agree.
These were in
I
there.
agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then the Life Shake. This Life Shake, I don't go a day without it in some form, whether it's my shake, my overnight oats, or whatever.
Mm.
This Life Shake has Lucin in it. And what that does is it helps you build, retain your lean muscle mass. If you are on a weight loss journey, a lot of the people who are heavy builders also, that
Mm.
lean muscle mass is the first thing to go when you start changing. And this
Mhm.
specific product has that in it to help you keep that, and it keeps you full all day. You could even have this as a full meal replacement, or sometimes if I need something sweet at night, it just happens sometimes, I'll use it as a little snack,
Mm.
as a shake or as a protein bite or something, because it is so versatile, but it tastes incredibly good and it does not make me feel bloated and
Mm.
heavy and like I've just ate a brick. And a lot of the other proteins have done that, and it's due to the things that are in those that are not pure and clean.
It's
So
amazing.
these are my very go-tos. This is what I started for, very probably, I mean, I still take this all the time, but for the very first year, it was my golden thing. I didn't miss a beat. And this was what got me started on a ton of other products as well.
Right. This is really the foundation we encourage everybody to start with is at least that vitamin strip a day or at least that shake a day, if not both, because it's just foundational. And that's what all those people in that 20-year study were using, were all those supplements, the probiotics, the multivitamins, all of those things. So
Yes.
um
Yes.
so yeah, in this graphic, you guys go ahead and screenshot it because this is our gift to you. There's so many versatile things you can do with the Life Shake. My kids love it. It's safe for my kids to use. And so these peanut butter energy bites, you can make it with different, if you have peanut butter allergies, you can make it with different nut butters or whatever. But it's so good. So make sure you screenshot this so you can go back to it. But I want to mention also some of the other products that we have for kids. We have personalized kids vitamins. They're called Meology Kids, where they can put their name on it and they can choose a character. Of course, one of my boys was being bashful, not showing his character on there. But what's so great is they get that omegas that are so good for their brain. They get the immunity. They get their daily supplements. There's other supplements my kids use even outside of these two, but this is such a good foundation, kind of like the vitamin strip for adults. But I also want you to know that we have a lot of specific supplements for specific needs. So this is something I want you to make a note to ask your ambassador. If you have specific health needs, we likely have a supplement for it. So I want to share with you a little of my story. This picture is my husband, Eric. He told me on one of our first dates that he was probably going to die of a heart attack because he lost a couple of his grandpas to heart attack. And it just like in his life, he just had always been told like heart disease runs in our family. And so he was put on a statin early on in our marriage. And then when I started using Shaklee, I was getting him fish oil from, Costco or wherever, because I knew fish oil was good for cholesterol. So when I started using Shaklee, I just switched over to Shaklee's version of fish oil. It's called Omega Guard. And it was incredible because he was getting his numbers tested because of his statin, and his numbers significantly changed enough that his doctor was like, have you been exercising? Have you been eating better? And at that point, we were starting our journey too. Like exercise and eating well was really not a part of our lives. We like Shaklee kind of started that journey for us too. And so it made enough of a difference that he's been able to lower his statin. We also use a cholesterol reduction complex, CoQ Heart. And so that was the first time that I was like, wow, like there's something incredible here. And so if you have specific health needs, talk to your ambassador. We likely have a webinar so you can learn more with doctors and nutritionists talking on it. But these it's made a huge difference for his cholesterol. We also have a natural medicine cabinet. So I have 4 kids. Somebody's always getting sick. And so this is another great thing to screenshot because I have my natural medicine cabinet with Shaklee products so that if somebody has a cough or somebody's digestive system is upset, I know what to give them. We also have a really good webinar on this. So make a note to ask about that as well, since we just don't have time to talk about all of it here. So yeah, but talk to the person. I'll send it
Well,
back to
this
Jen
is
now.
some of my favorite. So, not even, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks after I started taking these supplements and stuff, Shackley had a sale on their skincare line. And I saw a picture that looks sort of like these pictures are me, but looks sort of like this bottom one, where I saw a lady had um, just her skin was here. I mean, there's no better way to say it, but just kind of wrinkly, and she had extra skin. And as I was losing, I was getting this turkey gobbler, and that's what I call it. I call one of these my gobbler cream. It is absolutely my favorite. I don't go without it. But I was getting that, and I saw that, and I said, well, I'll try it, because what I didn't want to do was have surgery and things like that, you know?
Mhm.
And so these are my two after I started using it, this was within 6 months. This skincare is so great because it lasts forever. But my gobbler, I mean, it's still kind of there, but it's so much littler. It's not near as big. And then Alyssa had pointed out to me the other day too. She's like, look at your chin, the pores on your chin
Mhm.
and stuff. So
So
this
smooth.
is, and it feels like that. Like, I have no makeup on this morning yet because I totally, like, just didn't. But, even the redness, my redness was really sharp and blotchy. In
Mhm.
this, second picture, there was, some sun, so I'd gotten a little extra sun-kissed, but, my skin is so much smoother and it just feels more radiant, and this is good for if you've got, some redness or you have some
Mhm.
acne and stuff like that. And most people are not allergic to this because it is so incredibly clean. Now, my
Mhm.
sister-in-law has a coconut skin allergy, so there's things she can't use. So definitely
Mhm.
look at it, but it is so incredible, and people don't understand the amount of toxins that are in stuff that get into
Mm.
your body through your skin. I didn't
Mhm.
know until
Mhm.
this. And it is gluten free, which so many people not only have to eat gluten free, but they have skin stuff that's gluten free, and it's
Mhm.
vegan, and it helps with hyperallergenic people like that, and sensitive skin. So it is
Mhm.
absolutely incredible. If you want more information about this, we've got a ton, but check out these before and after pictures. Like, stunning. My favorite one on here is it's, I don't know what it looks like, but the grandma with the white hair, where you can see she has
Yes.
these, because my grandma had these very big ones and
Mhm.
she just doesn't like it. And as I'm getting older, it's like you can
Mm.
see these and it's harder. And then the lashes. I am a
Mhm.
very mascara snob, and it took me a long
Mhm.
time to even try to do this mascara, but it has the lengthening serum in it. And my eyelashes are really like thin because I don't have any hair, but
Mhm.
they are almost like this girl's. And it's the only one I use now. And I was using
Mhm.
3 at once before.
Wow. Yeah, I know somebody had to get her glasses changed because her eyelashes were growing and
That's what
getting
mine. I
bigger
keep
glasses.
moving them over because this side keeps hitting it. And I'm like,
That's
oh,
so awesome. And
it's a
it's
good
all
problem.
natural. Like that's
Yeah.
what's so cool. It is made with supplements with nutrition to naturally grow your eyelashes. You're not putting anything fake or gross on your face or near your eyes. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, if you have not tried some of our youth skincare or like the mascara, BB cream products, absolutely ask your ambassador about that. But here's such a cool thing. Dr. Shackley was passionate not just about what we're putting in our bodies and on our bodies, but what we're breathing in too. And so Dr. Shackley actually invented the world's first green cleaner back in the 60s. Oh goodness, and my battery's running low. Goodness gracious. Um, so I will zip through these because I don't know how long of battery life I have, but you absolutely want to look into our green
Yes.
cleaners and our laundry products because they will save you an average of like, I think
Hundreds,
hundreds of dollars a year.
hundreds of
So,
dollars.
and they actually work. That's the thing. Green cleaners don't always work. These actually do. So I'll hand it back to you, Jen, and I'll go try to find my plug.
Yes. So if you are specifically looking for like a weight loss plan, and that's what your goal is, you just want to drop some weight, whether it be 5 pounds or, I'm at almost 200 pounds. There are several things that we have options for. One of them is this 5 day reset where everything for the 5 days comes in the box. You just add some water or just take the things, and it is incredible. I also buy this box because I am very busy. I travel a lot, and this is an easy way for me to take healthy stuff that's clean while I'm traveling. So I get this for more than that. If you're one who just loves fruits and veggies and that's what you want to do, we have another box for that that is just some supplements you can take 7 days of your full fruits and veggies. Or we also have a plan where we have altered it. So there's a 5 day reset that includes fruits and veggies with your supplement stuff and two proteins during the day. So there is definitely multiple ways we can customize it just for you and help you get there, all while retaining and building your lean muscle and getting you to the weight you desire. So look at these amazing pictures. There's a picture in here that Alyssa just pointed me out that is a friend of ours. I did not recognize her. I would have never guessed. I met her through this business. So I've seen her, down here, this better half of her health journey. But I would not have even recognized her. But these are true results of true living people. This is not just a commercial or
Mhm.
whatever. And so it is just, the results are amazing if you stick with the things we help with, and everything can be customized into you.
Yes, yes. Talk to your ambassador because we have a lot of
Yes.
different plans based on what you're ready to do.
Yes. Yep. And all of our sports people, we have a sports line. We're hoping to build it even more. I know we have talked about it at conferences, but we have Energy Chews. We have a no, not a pro, a pre-workout and a post-workout, and our shakes with that leucine in it to help you build and gain the muscles if you want, or just for that muscle to be toned and trimmed the way you want it.
Mhm.
And we have what I think is the most amazing. It's called Recover. You
Mm,
take it in the evening, it gives you rest. So that's why we say the evening, because it helps you sleep, but it
mhm.
recovers and repairs those muscles that you worked so hard for so that you are not in a place where you can't barely walk in the morning. It really does that recovery fast and naturally without the strain.
And I should mention these pictures here are, I believe, Olympians. So many Olympians do not use any supplements at all. And the reason for that is because, unfortunately, the supplement industry can just be a dumpster fire because FDA does not monitor it carefully. And so it means that anything can be put on a bottle, even if it says on the outside it's this, it might not actually be in the bottle. And
Yeah.
so this means that Olympic athletes are getting tested all the time to see if they're taking an illegal substance, but
Yes.
many Olympians have been wrongly disqualified because they were taking a supplement, a performance supplement like, ginseng, and that's safe and that's okay. But the problem is their ginseng was tainted and it had something that was illegal in it, and it came up in their doping tests. So now most Olympians know that they can't trust supplements, and so they take none at all. However, there are quite a lot of people who use Shaklee supplements because they've learned that Shaklee is different. Shaklee has beyond
Yes.
organic testing standards. And so we have so many Olympic athletes that I think we could be our own country. So tons of gold medals and things like that. So you should know that Olympians trust our products. And I've been able to hear many speak at conferences on how they outperform people younger than them because they have such quality products. So know that what you're using is safe, and of course it works. So you can
So right.
learn more about all of these things in some of our Learn and Earn programs. So now I'm going to tell you about ways that you can get free products. And if you're listening to this and you're like, man, I want to learn more about that natural medicine cabinet, I want to learn more about the skincare, or maybe like things like cholesterol, we have such a huge index of different webinars on different health topics. You can see some of them listed here: hormones, weight loss, postnatal depletion, things for your kids. I have a son on the autism spectrum. I learned so much of ways to help him, supplements to help him through a webinar. There's even things for people that are wanting to prevent or battle cancer. I mean, there's so much out there. So ask the person who referred you if there's a topic that you're like, I would like to learn more about that. We have them, and they have often doctors and nutritionists who absolutely believe in Shaklee products, but they'll also tell you ways to change your diet, ways that you can be holistically healthy in all the ways too. So that's one way to earn free products. You can also earn free products when you refer a friend. So we love to help our friends. And so, if you're seeing results and you're talking to your mom or your sister, your neighbor, and you're like, you need to talk to my friend, that's the best way to connect us, is usually a three-way text where you connect us to your friend, and then we can take it from there. Then we know you're the one that referred, and we're always happy to give free products when your friend orders. We also have a really great Facebook group online called Our Shackley Family. That's an easy way to add people, but always make sure you let your ambassador know when you're adding people so we can welcome them and take good care of them, answer their questions, things like that. But that's another way to get free products, is by referring a friend. But you know what? I have had people that have referred so many people that they are like, maybe I should be doing this business for myself. And I know Jen was one of those stories. And so, a Shackley business can pay for a lot of things: bills, groceries, even upcoming tuition for growing kids, or paying off debt, tax deduction savings. There are so many things that this business can pay for. And it honestly is not that hard to make $1,000 a month, especially if you follow our team's systems. And so know that, if you find that you're referring a lot of people, maybe you should consider this business for yourself. Talk to your ambassador about that. We're happy to be honest with you. We're happy to tell you the work that it takes, because it obviously does take work to get it off the ground. But you have a whole team of people helping you. And Jen, I would love to just put you on the spot, because you have only been doing this a couple years, but
Yes.
I'd love for you to share more of your story.
Yeah. So, and I'll keep it quick for our time, but it is true. I started this business also, just like I started the products, with an absolute no. I'm too busy. I don't have time for this. And I asked all the questions I needed to, and here's where I am. I've been doing my business for 2 years now and taking the products for a year and a half, but it has opened me up to many things. One, this community is unbelievable. I have met people from all worlds or walks of life, and it has been life changing for me to get the right people around me and
Mhm.
just really bring me out to the person that I wanted to be anyway. I am never alone. I've always got somebody. I work a full-time 40 to
Mhm.
50 hour a week job at a government job. So I am really busy. I've got grandkids, I've got children, I've got things. I'm really busy. And so putting this on was like, how am I going to do that? But I've managed to, and I'm growing my business.
Mhm.
This has also allowed me to pay off my debt,
Mhm.
and buy my car with cash. It is
Mhm.
also allowing me to open a business with my best friend.
Mhm.
We are opening a actually in-store business, and that is like my third job here, but it's even opened up more than that. I swore I would never leave the United States. For whatever reason, I embrace it. I'm afraid to leave the States. I'm never going to return or whatever. And I have already been on 2 trips with Shackley that I earned for my business. And I, in October, am going on a women's retreat for business with these women's to Morocco. Never in my life would I have thought of this. It has also given me the freedom to continue to build, and with a destination in end light where I can see it, to quit my government job
Mhm.
and do this and my other businesses full time and live this life of helping people that has just been called to for me. It has
I love
been
that.
life changing in just this short amount of time. But because you have those systems and everything in place for us, I always have answers. I always have somebody to go to. I don't have to do it alone. And that
Mhm.
makes a huge difference.
I love that. I love it. Yes. So we do have systems. So know that if you plug into our team systems, we've got training online. You've got an ambassador to cheer you on. You can have all your questions answered. Like, we are all here to help you. And the people that follow our systems are busy people too, and they're so successful in this business. The most busy people are really the most successful, because they learn how to use the systems and they learn how to help others. So I want to close with this great thought from Dr. Shackley, where he said, your future will be exactly what you decide to make it. And Dr. Shackley was a chiropractor. He believed people should be living in harmony with nature. And he knew, what we're feeding ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, we're going to become the things that we're feeding ourselves. And so I hope that this presentation has inspired you to take the next step in any of these areas, to become more of exactly what you want to be, right? And one final thing, because you listened to the whole thing, I want you right now to pull out your phone and send a text to your ambassador, or send them a message somehow, and let them know that you finished this webinar, and share with them what you learned. maybe share with them about a webinar you want to hear more about, if there's a certain health topic you want to learn more about, but then let them know that you want to claim your free gift on your next order because you listened to this. This is the first step in a learn and earn, and we can have lots more for you. So thank you so much for giving us your time, and we are so glad you spent time with us today. All right, thanks, friends.
Thank you.
See you later. Now I have to finish recording and push the button.